Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all doing good. Welcome to my channel, The Coloring Buddha. A few of my friends had requested me to teach them blending. So I thought, okay, let me do a small tutorial on how to blend colors. So let's start. This is the way I do it. There are many ways of blending color pencils, but there is no right or wrong way. I'm just teaching you the way I do it. So let's begin. And before we start, I just want you to know a few things about blending. The first is pressure. So when you before you start this exercise, just draw a small square or a rectangle and color the square the way you would color it, the way you would color this. So let's say this is the way I color a rectangle. Fine. Now take the pencil and then we'll color this. We'll start with high pressure, then ease the pressure as we go towards the right. So this is how I do. This is high pressure and then I ease the pressure, go lighter, 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 lighter. Fine. Now I start with high pressure, go to medium pressure, and this is the light pressure. So when I color here, that means I am somewhere between here and here. So this is the high pressure, this is the medium pressure, and this is the low pressure. When you're coloring, don't use this pressure. Try to do this and this. These are the two correct pressures. Why? I'll tell you why. Every paper has something called the tooth. Tooth of the paper is the paper surface is something like this. Okay, so this is the high point, which can be called the hill or the high point. This is the low point, or it's also called the valleys. So when you lay colors, this color goes and sits somewhere here. So this is the first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, fifth layer, and sixth layer. A good quality paper has lot of, deep hills and valleys. Photocopy paper, quality paper has not much of a tooth. So you can't lay more than say 1 or 2 layers and then you'll have a wax bloom. So when you are coloring, just ensure that you color on a good quality paper. That way you can lay more layers and it will be easier for you. So when you apply pressure, let's say this pressure, what you do is you are crumbling this hill, and instead of this it becomes something like this. So you can't lay in more layers if you are applying high pressure. So that's the reason you try to apply colors with medium or low pressure. Well, if you try and then still you have difficulty in, you start with a medium pressure and then unconsciously you start applying high pressure, then what do? You hold the pencil a little further away from the tip, and then if you see, automatically, even if you apply more pressure, it will be laying very lightly on the paper. So don't hold the pencil like this. Hold it here or here, wherever it's comfortable. That way you won't be applying high pressure. And another thing is point. Your pencil should be sharp. If it's sharp, then again you won't be crumbling the hill. The tooth of the paper will be intact. If you use a blunt pencil like this, then you will be ruining the tooth of the paper. Okay, so these were the small things which I thought you should know before we start blending colors. So before you dive into this point, I would like you to practice this exercise a few times. And this is the high pressure, this is the medium pressure, this is the low pressure. That way you'll know, because we'll be using this technique a lot here in blending. So what colors can I blend? You can blend any color. It can be from the same color family. It can be from the, see, this is the color wheel. So you can, if you, let's say, if you want to blend two blues, so you could, blend a light blue with a dark blue, a light orange with a dark orange, or you can choose two adjacent colors, let's say green and yellow, and take one green and one yellow pencil, and then you can blend them. So that's what we are going to do today. We are taking one red and one orange pencil, which are adjacent colors in the color wheel, and then we are going to blend them together. Okay, let's start. So you can go from light to dark or dark to light, whichever is convenient to you. I usually I start from the dark color and then go to the light color. So let's say this is the rectangle which we want to color. So this is midpoint. So I would like my red here, and then it goes and becomes orange. So this is what I want to do. Fine. So what you do is you start laying red with medium pressure. Okay. And as you come closer to the midpoint where you want the transition to happen, you ease your pressure, you color with lighter pressure. Fine. Then you stop here. Then you start take this lighter color. Instead of starting from here or here, go here and then start with light pressure, and then you can then increase the pressure and go to medium pressure. This is the first layer. Now again I'll lay the second layer now. Okay, here. Okay, the thing is I started this way. So there are white spots. See, you can see the white spots. To cover that, the next layer, instead of going this way, I'll go this way. So you see the coverage is faster if I color this way. So I've changed my direction of the paper. Now I'll start coloring this way. So I'm using medium pressure here. This was showing I'm coloring. Now I'll use light pressure and go from here to here. Right? Now I take the orange pencil and start from here. Use light pressure or even medium pressure because it's a transition thing. Then go all over here. You can use medium pressure here. This is the second layer. See, thing is, I'll tell you what the principle is. This is the rectangle which we're trying to color. This is the midpoint. We want the transition to happen here. So when you color the darker color, don't stop here. Go up till here, a little into the lighter colors territory. So when you so it will be medium pressure up till here, and when you reach this point, ease a little bit, use lighter pressure, and from here to here you use lighter pressure. Lighter pressure from here to here, it's medium pressure, and this is the place where you want the transition to happen. When you start the lighter color, don't start from here or here, start from here. You can use medium or light pressure, whatever you want. Start with light pressure. You can change it to medium later on. Start from medium pressure, light pressure. Go from here, and then you reach here, start medium pressure, and then color this. Do this thing repeatedly over and over. So when you do first time, it's called the first layer. When you do it the second time, it's called the second layer. So as many times you repeat this process, you say you are layering the color. So I'll do it again. This is the third layer I'm going to do. This was medium pressure. Now I am using light pressure because I'm nearing the transition area. This is the transition area. Now that's all. Fine. Now I'll use the lighter one. I'll start from here. You can also start from here. Now that's no hard and fast rule. And then this was the third layer. Now I'll change it this way. Now I'll lay the fourth layer. Medium pressure up till here. And now I'll use light pressure. If you feel by mistake you have applied medium pressure here as well, doesn't matter, that's fine. And then there is nothing wrong, right or wrong in coloring. It's the way you want, the way you are comfortable with. It's coloring is for fun. It's to bring you mental peace and happiness. So don't stress over coloring. And everything is about practice. See, this is the transition area. Can you see how nicely it's transitioning? Now again, I'll add in another layer. I'll do it a little darker because I want this to be dark. And this is the transition area, and I go lighter here because I want the transition to be a little smoother. I think there are few lines. Now again there you go. I see some white spots here, so I'll cover it. I see some white spots here as well, so I'll cover it. This is how you blend two colors. So this part is called the shadow area, the shadows. The lighter part is called the highlights. And this is the transition. See, the color is transitioning from red to orange here. See, this is how you do. Okay, now when you are using two colors, should you transition midway? No, it's not. There is no compulsion. There is no thumb of rule that it has to be here. See, if you're coloring a leaf, let's say, and you're coloring with a dark green and a light green, you can have the dark green up till here, and then it transitions and then goes to a lighter green. So it's half of the leaf is dark, half is light. Or else you can, have the dark color only at the tips and the rest is light green. There are leaves like that. Or you can have a leaf which is, darker for most parts, say 3/4 or 80%, and only the tip is light. So it's up to you, where you want the transition to happen. The transition can happen here, it can happen here, it can happen here, it can happen here. So there is no right or wrong. So if I want the transition to happen here, that means if I want the shadows to be a little smaller, the highlight has to be a little bigger. So what do? Instead of this, I'll mark this. See, so this is the place where the transition happens. So I'll go from medium to light pressure up till here, and the orange will start from here. So medium pressure here, medium pressure here, then little lighter here. See, and then I take the orange pencil. I start from here. I apply medium pressure. It was light pressure first, now medium pressure, and then I go all the way till the end. So you will have more of a highlight and less of shadows. And our color will transition not here but here. So I'll lay the second layer. I flip the paper because it's easier for me to, I like to color this way. So here it is. And I lower the pressure as I near the transition place. This orange then comes, it goes a little into the red's house and then slowly comes out of it, and then a little I increase the pressure, and here I go. Right, now I see white spots here, so I cover these white spots. Then I lower the pressure. See, the pencil is good. I try to be within the line as far as possible, but if you're not, that's fine. Don't fret about it. And if you're doing a background, these things will be easily covered, so don't bother about all the small things. I don't bother. Here you go. Then I take the orange pencil. Now I take the red pencil again. There. Then I take the orange pencil. This pencil is not sharp, so I'm having problem layering it. There you go. So again, I take the red pencil. Now the orange pencil, I start from here. See? Can you see the smooth transition from red to orange? See? So it's not like this. It's not here, this is red, and from here I start orange. No. See, you can see the line. You should not see that line. This is wrong. This is wrong. You should not do this. This has to go a little in here, and this has to start a little in here. Can you see the smooth transition now? This is how you blend two color pencils, two colored pencils. I've blended orange and red. And this is Prisma color. You can use any color pencil, doesn't matter. Today, for the purpose of example, I've used crimson red, and this is cadmium orange hue. You can try, if you have Prisma, try with these two pencils. You can practice it. And if you have any other color pencil, just to choose any red. Don't choose the brighter red. If you have 2 or 3 reds, choose the one which is, a little towards the orange shade. That way it will be easier for you to blend. Okay, so this is how you blend two color pencils. And tomorrow I'll upload another video where I'll teach you how to blend 3 color pencils. Till then, have a great day. Goodbye. Practice this. So tomorrow when we come, it will be easier for us to, transition from 2 to 3 color pencils. Thank you. Have a great day.